You know, this size, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right? That's how they sized it. Price of mica for ruby, which is a lot of this mica up here, number 3 and larger, this and bigger, was $70 a pound trim. Number 4 and 5, which is this size, which they mined a lot of up here, and that would be this size book. This would be a number 5 piece of mica when it was trimmed out. It was $40 a pound. 5 and 6 was $15, and different grades of it for different.
So that was a lot of money in 1956, right?
Yeah. So a book of mica like this trimmed out, this book of mica weighs about a pound, pretty close, trimmed out, would have been worth about $40.
Wow.
So it was big money. That's what made it viable. Sort it for clarity and cleanliness, and then throw it in little cigar boxes or little shoe boxes. And it was sorted by size and grade and clarity. It's quite a little process to this. So you're 30-something, late 20s, early 30s something, right? And you could have one of those hard scrabble jobs, work in the woods, farming, whatever. Well, you could be up on top of a mountain with a pretty much unlimited supply of dynamite, blowing things up all day and treasure hunting, and getting paid for it. You know, so which was a pretty, you know, a pretty interesting take on the thing, you know, as it was. Okay, it's just very medicinal. Toenail fungus to cancer, because in '69 he claims he was abducted by aliens. So we take everything. We take everything he says.
Wow.
So this is where they started mining here.
Wow.
Okay? So way up there on top of this thing, right? There was a big bubble of pegmatite that stuck out. So as they blasted down, it's gray now, but it was all white like this, pegmatite. As they blasted down, they got to a point where they couldn't pull the mine tailings out. I'll kind of show you this. See how this is all mica here laying in pegmatite?
Yep.
The process for mining mica is you put in a series of holes, which I'll show you in the mine here. Put in a series of holes, blast that mica, blast it. And they really blasted it because mica holds together. They'd blast it, and then they'd muck through it. And they'd dig through the blast, they'd pick the mica out, throw it in a 5-gallon pail. If there was a big chunk of mica in the rock, hit it with a hammer, knock it out, throw it in the pail. Lug it up, put it in the truck, drive it down, take it to the mica shop, and trim it. Very, very, very labor-intensive thing. You guys can step in here. Just be careful right here. What they were doing here is they were following this. They were chasing these veins of pegmatite in here. They were blasting this pegmatite and following the mica in here. Good example of it is right here. You look up in the ceiling right there, you see see those books of mica up there. But they were following these veins of mica on this thing. Sometimes they'd follow a vein of mica and it'd get into a bunch of gray rock like this, and they'd stop. There was nothing there. So they just, a vein would peter out. What they were doing here, they were following some veins of mica down through there. But if they'd gone about another 20 feet that way, they'd have been right out through the face of a ledge, about 20 feet up on a ledge or a little higher. And then they were just going to take their mine tailings and push them right out through the thing. But they for some reason they stopped. And but you can see, this pegmatite everywhere that they were following. Come over here. I'll try to give you a feel for this thing. If you look down through the trees, you can see the road where we stopped. Yeah. So all of this underneath you here is all mine tailing. All the way down over this. There's a shelf here, long bank, another shelf.
Oh my God.
You can see the road down there?
Yeah.
So this is all mine tailing down over here. I have a little water running here, but not much. And I had some people digging around down here. It's really the unexplored territory. We just say there's obviously got to be stuff here, but it's a matter of digging. But this is all mine tailing underneath this.
That is our studio. So that's something that it's cool. I just fall down. You can dig in a hammer and throw it in my back and go up there and dig in. When Abe was up there, they said that they found not sure if on top of the mountain here. Maybe it's on some drill and stuff up there. So it's hard to tell. But in those government areas, there is a wall. I think that much mica is in there.
There's a nice piece of,
Ah, nice.
you can see right through it.
Yeah.